Hey everyone, welcome to our deep dive. Today we're going to explore a really fascinating topic. It's about how professional women navigate crises to ultimately lead more empowered lives.
Oh, absolutely.
And to guide us on this journey, we have Kathy Caprino's book, Breakdown Breakthrough.
Right.
It's a really insightful blend of research coaching insights and compelling real-life stories.
It is.
So are you ready to kind of unpack how successful women, those who might seem like they have it all together, actually experience challenges too?
I think one of the most intriguing things that Caprino does is how she reframes this whole concept of a breakdown.
Right.
It's not a weakness as we often perceive it, but
Yeah.
like a pivotal turning point, an opportunity for incredible growth and strength.
And you know what's really powerful? She even shares her own personal story. Like
Yes.
imagine being this high-powered VP and then suddenly laid off after 9/11.
Wow.
That must have been such a life-altering moment.
Definitely a turning point. It forced her to confront that unhappiness she was carrying and truly embark on a journey of self-discovery.
And look where she is now, right?
Exactly. A successful coach and author.
Wow.
It really proves that breakdown can truly be a breakthrough in disguise.
Now get this. Caprino identifies like 12 distinct disempowerment crises that are so common among professional women.
Mm.
Things like health issues, financial struggles,
Mm.
relationship problems, career dissatisfaction, just to name a few.
Yeah.
It's kind of mind-blowing how relatable these are.
Yeah, absolutely. Across various fields and backgrounds.
Right.
It really highlights the unique challenges that women encounter professionally.
Now, one obstacle that she really emphasizes is how frequently we as women deny our own struggles.
Oh, yes.
We almost refuse to label it as a crisis. It's
Right.
almost like we try to minimize it as just a tough time or rough patch instead of really facing the reality of what we're going through.
We do. And this denial stems partly from societal expectations and,
Mm.
you know, the good girl syndrome, where women are often conditioned to suppress their emotions.
Right, and not cause any trouble. So how do we break free from this denial and start empowering ourselves?
Well, Caprino offers a clear three-step plan.
Okay.
First, you've got to step back, gain some perspective, detach emotionally, and look at the bigger picture.
It's almost like hitting that pause button before reacting.
Exactly. Take a breather.
Okay.
The second step is to ditch those negative thoughts and habits that are holding you back, self-doubt, limiting beliefs, unhealthy coping mechanisms, all of it.
Yeah, that's easier said than done, though, isn't it?
It does take conscious effort, but with
Yeah.
awareness, we can replace them with empowering ones.
Okay.
And finally, and this is crucial, say yes to honoring yourself and taking action towards what truly matters.
Aligning our actions with values and dreams.
Exactly. It's about having the courage to pursue what you truly desire, even if it means defying societal norms or venturing outside your comfort zone.
Love that.
And speaking of societal norms, Caprino examines how women's values in the workplace often clash with that traditional corporate model.
Which, let's face it, was really designed by and for men.
Exactly. And she cites Sylvia Ann Hewlett's book, Off Ramps and On Ramps, which eloquently points out these disparities.
Okay.
For instance, women prioritize flexibility, work-life balance, and making a meaningful contribution
Right.
over climbing the corporate ladder or solely chasing a bigger paycheck.
And I imagine trying to fit into a system that doesn't really accommodate those needs can lead to a lot of frustration and burnout.
Absolutely. It reinforces the power of saying yes to ourselves,
Yeah.
having the courage to redefine success on our own terms, and building a career that aligns with our values.
So we've talked about the breakdown and kind of these societal pressures, but what about when loss becomes a trigger for change?
Yeah, that's a powerful one.
Right.
Natalie's story is a great example. She was successful in her career but felt like something was missing.
Right.
And then tragedy struck, her best friend died. Suddenly talk about a wake-up call.
Loss can be such a powerful way to kind of shatter those illusions and make us reevaluate what truly matters.
Absolutely. For Natalie, it was about realizing the impermanence of life and embracing authenticity.
She stepped back from a demanding job to prioritize family and pursue her passion for caregiving.
So in a way, loss, while incredibly painful, can be a catalyst for personal growth and transformation.
Definitely.
It almost compels us to let go of what no longer serves us and create space for things that align with our values and purpose.
Now let's delve into Marcia's journey.
Mm-hmm.
This woman overcame incredible hurdles,
Okay.
from childhood trauma to professional disillusionment, yet found the strength to build a fulfilling life.
Her story embodies resilience.
It does.
A crucial part of her breakthrough was acknowledging and tackling this concept of falseness in her life.
Right. pinpointing those areas where we aren't being true to ourselves, where we're conforming to external pressures or suppressing our authentic desires.
Right.
Marcia realized her relentless drive for power actually stemmed from past powerlessness.
Almost overcompensating.
Exactly, a path leading straight to burnout.
Mm-hmm.
Through therapy and introspection, she uncovered the importance of inner power and speaking her truth.
Leaving her corporate job, she found fulfillment in social work, advocating for others, and using her experiences to make a difference. True empowerment emerges when we align our actions with our authentic selves, even if it means defying societal expectations or forging a less conventional path.
Now let's talk about mistreatment. How do women break free from those cycles of abuse, particularly in the workplace?
It's a tough one, but Robin's story sheds light on this. Imagine a highly competitive professional thriving in a cutthroat world only to realize it no longer serves her.
Like winning at all costs comes with too high a price tag.
Exactly. And her turning point was recognizing her own role in the problem.
Oh, interesting.
She had internalized this need to constantly prove herself and win no matter what.
It's easy to get caught up in those expectations, especially in certain work environments.
It is, she absorbed those expectations and
Yeah.
contributed to her own mistreatment by not setting boundaries or advocating for herself.
Okay.
She chose to prioritize her well-being and cultivate a respectful work environment where she felt valued. And that's powerful because we have the ability to change our circumstances, even if it means challenging norms or leaving situations that don't serve us.
So it's about acknowledging our worth and having the courage to advocate for our needs and boundaries.
Absolutely.
Now, we've talked about breaking free from toxic workplaces,
Yeah.
but what about the allure of financial security? How do women escape that trap of staying in unfulfilling jobs just for the paycheck?
Amanda's story illuminates this. Imagine being golden handcuffed to a high-paying corporate job that makes you miserable. It's a common predicament, choosing money over passion and purpose.
Running on that gilded treadmill, but going nowhere fast.
Exactly. Amanda realized she was sacrificing her happiness and creative potential for that financial security.
Right.
Her breakthrough was examining her relationship with money and recognizing that fear of financial insecurity was holding her captive.
Wow. It's amazing how fear can just really hold us back from chasing our dreams.
Amanda needed to balance financial stability with her desire for a fulfilling career. She eventually left her corporate job and pursued her passion for music production, finding a way to align her financial needs with her creative aspirations.
So it's not necessarily an either or, right?
Exactly. You don't have to choose between financial security and your passions. You can redefine success and create a career that reflects your values.
We've explored breaking free from those toxic workplaces and the financial traps.
Yeah.
But what about identifying and harnessing our natural talents?
Yes. Monique's story is a perfect example. Picture pursuing your passion for comedy despite facing numerous obstacles and societal pressures.
She's a trailblazer.
She is.
Right.
Her journey is an inspiring testament to self-belief and unwavering dedication to your craft.
She really faced it all, rejection, financial struggles, those societal pressures,
Yeah.
but never gave up on her dream.
Right, and several factors contributed to her success. Firstly, an unwavering belief in her talent, coupled with a relentless drive to succeed. That self-belief is vital, especially in creative fields. She also understood the importance of surrounding herself with supportive people, her angels, who believed in her vision and provided assistance along the way.
Having that cheering section.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Having the right support network can make all the difference.
Absolutely.
And Monique's story also highlights the power of perseverance. She encountered setbacks and rejections, but she never abandoned her dream, and that unwavering dedication eventually paid off.
So it's never too late.
Never too late to chase your passions, and with self-belief, perseverance, and the right support, you can accomplish incredible things.
So it really demonstrates that transformative power of following your dreams.
It does.
We've covered so much, from confronting fears to escaping those financial traps, from embracing our true selves to pursuing our passions. Let's conclude by discussing Lori's story, a woman who found profound purpose in helping others.
Lori's journey is a beautiful illustration of the transformative power of service. Imagine being a mother of a special needs child and turning that experience into a mission to help others' personal challenges can be catalysts for positive impact in the world.
Right, and her experience with her son Luke ignited a passion for advocating for special needs children and their families.
Absolutely. And it all started with acknowledging her reluctance to forge a new path.
It's easy to get stuck in familiar routines, even if they're unfulfilling.
It is. Fear can be a major obstacle, especially when venturing outside our comfort zones.
But she knew she was meant for more,
Yes, to make a
to
difference.
make a real impact.
She realized her fear stemmed from a belief that she wasn't capable of making a real impact.
Right.
It's common to underestimate our potential, especially when facing something new and challenging.
Absolutely.
But Lori decided to trust her intuition and take the leap. She left her corporate job to create a platform for special needs families. And the outcome was remarkable. She produced children's books featuring special needs children as heroes, developed support groups for families, and even helped establish a new school for special needs children. It's incredible how one person's passion can create such a positive ripple effect.
It really is.
Lori's story is a powerful reminder that we all have the potential to make a difference.
Okay.
It's about trusting our intuition, taking bold action, and believing in our ability to build a more just and compassionate world.
So we've really explored a diverse range of experiences and insights from these remarkable women.
We have.
What would you say is the key takeaway for our listeners?
When we connect this to the bigger picture, it's about recognizing breakdowns, crises, and challenges not as failures, but as opportunities for growth and transformation. It's about having the courage to say yes to ourselves, to our values, and to our dreams, even when it's daunting or unconventional. It's about believing in our ability to create a more fulfilling and meaningful life.
And perhaps the most important takeaway.
We are not alone. These stories demonstrate that many women face similar challenges and that there's strength and support in sharing our experiences and learning from each other.
That is so true. This has been quite the deep dive into the world of professional women, their crises and their inspiring journeys to empowerment. But before we move on, I want to leave you with a thought-provoking question. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Consider what dreams or aspirations you've been putting off because of fear or self-doubt. Perhaps it's time to take a leap of faith and see what incredible breakthroughs await you on the other side.
That's a question that can really make you stop and think about all the things we could achieve if we could just quiet that inner critic. We've heard these incredible stories of women breaking free and pursuing their passions. But how do we actually figure out what those unique talents are? It's easy to say, follow your passion, but sometimes even recognizing those passions can be a challenge in itself.
It's true. It's not always some big aha moment, right?
Exactly. Caprino suggests we take some time to reflect on our life experiences. Think about the activities that consistently bring you joy. What feels natural to you? What compliments do people often give you?
So it's about noticing those recurring themes and patterns in our lives.
Precisely. And don't forget to reflect on your childhood. What did you love doing back then? What really captured your imagination? Those early interests often hold clues about our natural talents.
It's almost like those inherent abilities are just waiting to be rediscovered and nurtured.
And don't dismiss the things that come easily to you. Either our strengths are often those things that feel effortless. We might not even recognize them as special because they seem so natural to us.
We take them for granted because they don't feel like a struggle.
Exactly. Take note of what you excel at. Even if it seems ordinary to you, those hidden talents might unlock your true potential.
So let's say you've identified your talents. The next hurdle is overcoming that fear of failure. It's so easy to get stuck in self-doubt and worry about what others will think. How do you move forward and actually take action?
Well, fear is a normal part of the process. It often indicates that you're stretching beyond your comfort zone and pushing yourself to grow. Caprino emphasizes reframing fear as a signal that you're headed in the right direction.
So instead of viewing fear as a stop sign, it's more like a caution sign. Proceed carefully, but don't let it paralyze.
Exactly. Acknowledge the fear, but don't let it control your actions. One technique Caprino suggests is visualization. Imagine yourself successfully using your talents and feeling that sense of confidence and satisfaction.
So creating a mental picture of your desired outcome.
Precisely, the more you envision success, the more your mind starts to believe it's attainable, and that can really help to reduce fear and build confidence.
It's a powerful method for manifesting your dreams.
It is. Visualization can help with the internal fear, but what about those external voices of doubt? How do you deal with critics and naysayers who try to discourage you?
Well, that's where surrounding yourself with a supportive network is so crucial. Caprino refers to them as angels, those mentors, friends, or family members who truly believe in you and your vision. It's like having your own personal cheering section, encouraging you when things get tough.
These angels provide invaluable encouragement, guidance, and a boost of confidence when you need it most. They help you filter out negativity and stay focused on your goals.
It's about building that support system where your dreams can thrive.
Precisely. And don't hesitate to seek out mentors or role models who have accomplished what you aspire to achieve. Their knowledge and experiences can be incredibly valuable.
Learning from those who have walked the path before you.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Mentorship doesn't have to be this formal, structured thing. Simply connect with someone you admire and request a few minutes of their time.
Be proactive and seize those opportunities for guidance.
Remember, even brief encounters can have a profound impact. You never know when a chance meeting or a short conversation might spark an idea or offer a fresh perspective.
Being open to those unexpected sources of inspiration.
Absolutely. Now let's shift gears a bit and acknowledge the power of helping others. Lori's story beautifully highlights the transformative power of finding purpose and serving something greater than yourself. Your personal struggles can often ignite a passion for making a positive impact in the world.
Like her experience as a mother of a special needs child, gave her this unique perspective and empathy for others facing similar challenges.
It did, and it fueled her mission to help others. Her story shows that helping others doesn't require these grand gestures. You can start with small acts of kindness or use your talents to support a cause that resonates with you.
Recognizing that we all have something to offer and that small contributions can make a difference.
Exactly, and often helping others is incredibly rewarding. It brings a sense of purpose, connects you with like-minded people, and even provides a fresh perspective on your own challenges. It's a win-win situation.
So we've covered identifying your talents, overcoming fear, finding support, and discovering purpose in helping others. Now let's talk about that final piece of the puzzle, achieving true balance and fulfillment in life.
That's a great point. It's about finding that harmony between our work and personal lives in a way that honors who we are and what truly matters to us.
It's definitely a challenge for everyone, but especially for professional women who are often juggling multiple roles.
It is, and it's not about achieving this mythical perfect balance, but rather about finding a rhythm that allows you to thrive in all areas of life.
It's about creating a personalized approach that reflects your individual needs and priorities.
Exactly, and that requires honesty about what you can handle, setting boundaries, and learning to delegate or ask for help when necessary.
Recognizing that you don't have to do it all alone.
Absolutely. And be mindful of your energy, prioritize self-care.
Making sure you're taking care of yourself before trying to pour from an empty cup.
Precisely when you prioritize your well-being, you can show up more fully for your work, your relationships, and everything else.
It's about building that sustainable system where you can flourish in every aspect of life.
And remember, balance is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It's about adjusting and refining your approach as your needs and circumstances change.
It's a constant process of self-discovery and adaptation.
Exactly. Be kind to yourself throughout this process, recognizing that you won't always feel perfectly balanced. The key is to keep learning, growing, and striving for a life that feels authentic and fulfilling.
So we've talked about the concept of balance, but what are some practical strategies for actually achieving it?
Well, a good starting point is identifying your priorities, those things that truly matter to you.
The non-negotiables, the things you won't compromise on.
Once you have a clear understanding of your priorities, you can start making conscious choices about how you spend your time and energy.
It's like creating a roadmap that guides your decisions and actions.
And setting boundaries is crucial both in your work and personal life.
Learning to say no to those things that don't align with your priorities or that drain your energy.
Exactly, and be proactive about scheduling time for the things that matter, whether it's family time, hobbies, or simply relaxation.
Treating those activities as important appointments, not just optional extras.
And don't underestimate the power of delegation. Can you delegate tasks at work or at home? Could you hire help for certain chores or responsibilities?
Again, recognizing that you don't have to shoulder everything yourself.
And be open to asking for help when you need it. Reach out to your partner, family, friends, or colleagues for support.
Building that network that helps you navigate the challenges.
Exactly. And finally, remember to celebrate your successes no matter how small they may seem.
Give yourself credit for your efforts.
By recognizing and celebrating your accomplishments, you reinforce those positive behaviors and stay motivated to keep working towards that balance.
It's like creating that positive feedback loop to support your journey towards a more balanced and fulfilling life.
Precisely. It's not about being perfect, but about making progress and adapting to life's inevitable changes.
It's a journey, not a destination.
A journey worth taking.
So we've discussed those strategies for achieving balance and fulfillment, but what insights from the stories we've heard today can actually help us on this journey?
Well, one recurring theme is the importance of self-awareness. These women all engaged in introspection to truly understand their needs, their values, and their motivations.
It's like taking the time to get to know yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, and what truly makes you tick.
Exactly. And once you have that self-awareness, you can start making choices that are aligned with your true self.
Creating a life that's tailored to you and not based on external expectations or societal pressures.
Precisely. These stories also highlight the need for courage, facing your fears, stepping outside your comfort zone, challenging the status quo, and pursuing those dreams.
It's about having the willingness to take risks and embrace the unknown.
Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. It's taking action despite feeling that fear.
Feeling the fear and doing it anyway.
Exactly. These stories also showcase the incredible power of perseverance. These women encountered obstacles and setbacks, but they never gave up on their dreams.
It's about having that grit and determination to keep pushing forward even when things get tough.
Remember, success is rarely linear. There will be detours and roadblocks along the way. The key is to keep learning, adapting, and moving forward.
Embracing the journey with all its ups and downs.
And these stories emphasize the importance of connection. These women all found support and inspiration from mentors, friends, family, or colleagues. We're not meant to navigate this journey alone. We need each other for support, encouragement, and accountability.
It's a two-way street, giving and receiving support, building those strong relationships, and supporting each other along the way.
And when we connect with people who share our values and goals, we create this powerful synergy that helps us all reach greater heights.
So we've covered a lot today, from balancing work and life to practical strategies for achieving fulfillment and making a positive impact. But before we conclude, do you have any final words of advice for our listeners?
Don't be afraid to dream big. These women dared to dream big, and their stories prove that even the most audacious dreams can become reality with courage, perseverance, and the right support. Anything is possible if you set your mind to it and believe in yourself.
It's a call to action, to step into our power and embrace those endless possibilities.
It is, what are you waiting for? What dreams have you been putting off? What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? It's time to unleash your potential and create a truly extraordinary life.
It's a reminder that we have the power within us to create the lives we want and to make a positive impact on the world.
Absolutely. This has been quite the deep dive into the world of professional women, their challenges, their victories, and their journeys to empowerment.
Before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with a final thought. Remember, you are capable of amazing things. Don't let fear or self-doubt hold you back. Embrace your talents, follow your passions, and make a difference in the world. And most importantly, remember that you're not alone. There's a whole community of women out there cheering you on.
Right.
That's a really powerful message. But let's be realistic. Not every woman has that built-in support system or access to all the resources that help these women thrive. So what advice would you give to someone who's feeling lost or overwhelmed and doesn't even know where to start?
You're absolutely right. It's important to remember that seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. And there are so many organizations and resources available specifically designed to support women facing various challenges.
Boy.
Whether it's career guidance, financial advice, mental health support, or legal aid, there is help out there.
So it's about reaching out and tapping into those support networks. But how do you overcome those internal hurdles?
Yeah.
You know, the self-doubt, the anxiety that often prevent us from even asking for help in the first place.
That's a great question. One thing I always recommend is practicing self-compassion. Recognize that those feelings of self-doubt and anxiety are completely normal. Everyone experiences them from time to time. Don't let those emotions hold you back. Remember, even a small step towards seeking help is a victory in itself.
Just like that saying, right? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with this single step.
Exactly. And even if you don't have a large network, start by connecting with people who understand your challenges. Online communities, support groups, or even just casual conversations with friends or colleagues can offer a sense of belonging and encouragement.
It's about finding those connections and support wherever you can.
Absolutely. And don't underestimate the power of mentorship. Seeking guidance from someone who's already walked a similar path can be incredibly valuable.
Like having a guide through unfamiliar territory.
Precisely. Mentors can provide practical advice, share their wisdom, and help instill confidence.
Okay.
And mentorship doesn't have to be this formal arrangement. Simply connect with someone you admire and ask for a few minutes of their time.
Be proactive and seize those opportunities.
Remember, even those brief encounters can have a lasting impact. You never know when a chance meeting or a short conversation might spark an idea or offer a fresh perspective.
Being open to new possibilities and recognizing that help can come from unexpected sources.
Exactly. Let's also acknowledge the power of our own inner strength. These women we've been discussing, they all demonstrated remarkable resilience and determination in the face of adversity.
It's about tapping into that wellspring of strength within us and understanding that we have the power to overcome obstacles.
We all have that inherent strength, even if we don't always see it. It's about nurturing that self-belief, trusting our intuition, and recognizing that we are capable of so much more than we often give ourselves credit for.
Embracing our own power and remembering that we are the authors of our own stories.
And your story is still being written. There's always potential for growth, transformation, and new beginnings.
It's about embracing the journey with all its highs and lows and understanding that breakdowns and breakthroughs are all part of becoming our most empowered selves.
And as we've learned from these inspiring stories, that journey can lead to truly extraordinary outcomes.
This has been such an insightful exploration of professional women, their challenges, their triumphs, and their paths to empowerment. Before we wrap up, do you have any final thoughts to share?
If we step back and look at the bigger picture, I think the key takeaway is that empowerment is an ongoing process, not a destination. It's about constantly challenging ourselves to grow, learn, connect, and build a life that feels authentic and fulfilling.
And never forgetting that you are not alone on this journey.
Absolutely. There are so many resources and support systems available, and a whole community of women cheering you on.
This concludes our deep dive into the world of professional women. We hope this exploration has provided you with valuable insights and a renewed sense of possibility.
We hope so.
Thank you for joining us, and remember, you are capable of incredible things. To wrap things up, we've compiled 10 key takeaways for you to ponder as you navigate your own journey.
Okay.
Number 1, breakdown is a catalyst. A breakdown isn't the end. It's a chance for growth and transformation.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Love that.
Number 2, own your truth. Recognize and release that falseness, those areas where you're not being true to yourself.
So important.
Number 3, say yes to yourself. Honor your needs, set boundaries, and take actions that align with your values.
Absolutely.
Number 4, redefine success. Don't let societal expectations dictate what success means to you. Create your own definition. Number 5, embrace loss as a teacher. Loss can shatter illusions and reveal what truly matters. Grieve those losses and grow from them.
It can be transformative.
Number 6, find your inner power.
Yeah.
Don't rely on external validation. Tap into that inherent strength within you and speak your truth.
Yes.
Number 7, challenge mistreatment. Advocate for yourself, set boundaries, and refuse to tolerate disrespect or abuse.
So important.
Number 8, align money with passion. Don't sacrifice your happiness for a paycheck. Find a way to align your finances with your purpose.
You can have both.
Number 9, nurture your talents, identify your strengths, embrace them, and find ways to use them in your life and work. And number 10, connect and contribute. Seek support, connect with like-minded individuals, and find purpose in helping others. Remember, you are not alone. Embrace the journey, believe in yourself, and never stop striving to become your most empowered self. That concludes our deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us.